So we're back again, with yet again another episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we have tackled the first half of the Spirit Temple as a child, the pure heart of a child, that is. In this episode, we're going to take on the second half as an adult, but before we do any of that, we have to obviously go back to the Temple of Time to transform back into the time. Yeah, into the time, that is. With that, let's go back to the future again. Okay, so with all of our objectives set and done so far, we have to go back to the Spirit Temple, of course. But if you have planted the Magic Bean and the bug in this little soil grotto over here, we're going to obtain a couple of things from it. So let's go ahead and just ride our way all the way across, here, and jump off onto this big rock. Okay, the one all the way to the right side of the desert. Oh, 2-in-1. That's pretty cool. But let's go ahead and play the sun song right here on this rock all the way to the right, and make sure that it's nighttime. Nighttime. Sleepy, sleepy nighttime, right? Here, this will appear the 96th Skulltula right on top of this big rock. Let's go ahead and pick that on up. Okay. One more collectible outside, and it will be pretty much done for this little area. So let's go ahead and get back on the leaf right now. Go ahead and make sure that you jump all the way on top of this little thing, and here will be the 36th and final heart piece. We have one more heart container to go, and I think I know exactly where we can find it. In the dungeon. With that said, good deal. Okay, now that we have the silver gauntlets, we can just go ahead and just avoid those pots there. I really cannot hear the Spirit Temple theme without hearing those floating pots right in the beginning, but go ahead and push this big ol' ugly thing all the way across the room. Make sure that it falls down right in that big hole. Okay. Now, since we have the hook shot or the bow and arrow, it doesn't matter which one you use, but as long as you hit that switch and kind of defeat that BMOS there. Actually, we can kind of sneak past it if I'm being so bold to say so. But go ahead and say hey to the Wolfos. Hey, Wolfos, how's it going? But hey, I'm gonna really avoid him, but go ahead and play Zelda's Lullaby on this little Triforce emblem on the floor, and it will spawn a chest right across the room that we can hookshot onto, so that'll be pretty cool. Hello, big chest. This will be the compass, actually. The dungeon map will be in the very main room of the dungeon, so go ahead and crack this on open, and it will be compass. Yep. 1 out of 2, so it's pretty cool. Well, 1 out of 3, since the dungeon map and the big key are still left to get. Okay, go ahead and hookshot your way all the way on back, and that room is checked off the list. So, go ahead and go back in here and find out. The next Skulltula will be in this room, actually. I kind of jumped off of that thing way too late. But I'm actually going to go ahead and equip my hover boots on anyway, since I'm going to need them for that rupee in midair right there that I just kind of passed up. But okay, go on and get these silver rupees in the wall and just avoid the Cocoa Puffs, since I'm not really cuckoo for them yet. That is, but here we go. And just play the Hokey Pokey with this little room here. And go ahead and just... I do not know Song of Time in this episode. And if you hear him, that will be the 97th Skulltula, right up in this little corridor here. Go ahead and pick him on up. There you go. Blinking red link. That is just hilarious, but anyway, go ahead and leave. Oh my gosh. Cocoa Puffs, I'm not interested in this episode. Are you gonna roll or just stay? There you go. Go ahead and hookshot our way back on up. Okay. And the next and final silver rupee gem will be right in midair here if you have the hover boots on. And there you go. Now, I'm also going to use my IQ skills in this episode and not get hit by the Cocoa Puff, but when I go in this room, I'm going to go ahead and hang a left. immediately, because if you wait, the like will kind of drop next to you and eat you, and yeah, I've been around a while, like. Don't think that I haven't. Let's get him out of the way. So we can now take off the hover boots, since we don't really need them again. We're going to crack this chest on open and get the next key. Okay? The key that will lead to the main path throughout the adult section of the dungeon. So that'll be pretty cool to see. Don't want to get hit by the Cocoa Puffs. Alright. So, since we have the key, we can open this door and find out what is next. The like will also be right here, so I don't want to get hit by him or get eaten by him. Let's go and take him on out. And, oh my god. If I had the Hylian shield equipped, that would have worked out perfectly, or at least put away the big orange sword, but, hey, go ahead and hookshot your way all the way on up. And there we go. There will be a chest here that is going to freeze me, but it actually counts for making sure that you open it off the map, so that's kind of a disadvantage for me right there, but hey, let's go ahead and just do that anyway. You know, it really sucks that I have to get frozen to open up every chest on the map, so that really does kind of suck, but anyway. The fourth sun that you see all the way to the right will just be a wall master that's going to spawn and fall on top of you, so make sure that you don't shine this mirror on that one, so alright. That third one there will kind of open up the path for us. Alright. And the next recovery heart, so that'll be pretty cool. And I have to get frozen here, sadly. Yep, that's really weird. I've never had to experience that ever in a Zelda game. Like, get frozen and take damage. Just to have a chest crossed off the map. That does not make any logical sense to me, but hey. Since we are here, we can go ahead and get the hook shot, the hover boots, and the Megaton hammer out already. Since we're going to go ahead and... Actually, let's get the ocarina as well. Let's go ahead and tumble here. And play the Lullaby of the Princess, and play it right this time, please. I don't want to mess it up. Golly, Link. You already give me enough grief in the past episodes, don't do it now, please. With that chest kind of spawn across the room, yeah, since we have the hook or the long shot, go ahead and long shot that chest right on top of that other hand there of the statue. And we have the next key. Perfect, but we're not actually done here. We're not done at all, actually. Let's go ahead and hook shot that torch and play the Song of the Scarecrow right here. Alright, with Pierre kind of spawning right there, just hook shot his chest and pick up the 98th Skulltula right on this wall. There you go. Right beyond the statue is where you'll find that Skulltula. Alright. Awesome sauce. Let's go ahead and just get the next chest that is just kind of awaiting our existence. And get the Din's Fire out in here, since we're going to be using that anyway. This will be the dungeon map right in the center of this room, so make sure you use that, and you'll be good to go. Spawn that chest. Dungeon map, baby! Alright, the last one we will ever get in the game. So say goodbye to that little image right there, so... Alright, let's see what these pots have in them. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in Ocarina of Time because it has nothing in the pots. Anyway. And since we are pretty much done with the hover boots now, we can just go ahead and unequip them since we don't really need any other use for them right now, that is, but hey. But go ahead and hookshot that chest right there that has something else in it. Pretty lovely, right? Rupees. Yeah, that carpet merchant really does... yeah, using Din's Fire right in front of the switch here is just going to allow me to open up the next door. But no, get the Megaton hammer out, Link, since you've already shared this enough times. Why did I equip Din's Fire over the Megaton hammer in the first time? But anyway, go ahead and use the long shot and get on that torch. Okay, now we can open up the door. Okay, now we can just kind of avoid that Beamos there. And we're actually going to use fire arrows in this very room, as well as bombs, so let's go ahead and just make sure we have those equipped. Okay, you know what, as well as the hookshot anyway. I doubt that I'm going to use it anytime soon, but then just make sure you shoot these Anubises just kind of floating in the room. What is the plural word for Anubis? Anubi or something? I don't really know, but hey. Let's go ahead and hit that switch on here. But notice it does not actually do anything. It's just fire that kind of kills the Anubis. But go ahead and take on that Beamos out there. And killing him will unlock that door. So yeah, pretty nice way to demonstrate what that switch does. But go ahead and awaken the Armos, which is that one right next to the switch. Not do that, but do this instead. Hey little buddy. You want to go ahead and make sure you get that door unlocked for me? It's really weird, but you need one of them alive to open up that door. So go ahead and make sure you have the Lens of Truth here. Because if you notice on the map, we have chests kind of like waiting for us on each side. So that'll be pretty cool. I need magic, though. I need a lot of magic, sadly. But just open up the chests and you'll be good to go. Okay. Crack open this door. And we will be fighting the next Dark Nut. Yes, I will demonstrate finding health in these pillars, since it really didn't work for me last time as Kid Link, but... And with the big orange sword, this will be effortless. Really effortless. Come on. Follow me over to the pillar. I want to show everybody that they can get health if they happen to get hit. Are you serious? Give me health so I can just demonstrate it. Please, Dark Nut. I'm asking nicely. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. I'm just going to get hit anyway, because I don't really care. Come on. Here we go. It's fine. I'm pretty sure you're going to drop health for me when you die anyway. Yeah, he did. He dropped health because he's nice and friendly. Wrong. He helped me none. He did nothing for me in this episode. But go ahead and head on this entrance. Hey, Chess, how's it going? Open it on up. And we have the Mirror Shield. This shield's polished surface can reflect light or energy. Remember, light or energy. Notice what Kapora Gabor said? Yeah, using magic against other magic is just beneficial, right? Anyway, let's go ahead and crack this door on open and go back. And we will be obtaining a key in that room with the Armoses and the switches. So, go ahead and just do this. Now, since we have the Mirror Shield, we're going to be sadly unequipping the big orange sword and equipping the Mirror Shield. That'll be pretty cool. Go ahead and just shine that on open. Okay. And here we go. And this will be the next key. Yep. Awesome. Yay. The Armoses that are just right out to my left side didn't help at all either because of that. Yeah, the minions of the Dark Knight are just staring there, just waiting for me, just saying, "Hey, you want to go through the dungeon and fail a bunch of times?" Yeah, no, not for you. I'm not going to make anybody else happy because I'm just going to decide to fail the dungeon. Anyway, the words that I'm saying don't even make any sense, but still. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, we ain't going to climb all the way on up and just kind of like trying to navigate that puzzle. No, we're going to hookshot our way on up, since I think that we should. Blade Trap, leave me alone. Anyway. So, with this, we can play the Song of the Princess on this emblem on the floor. Okay. Awesome. And with that door unlocked, we're not actually going to go in there yet, but we're going to equip the bow and the hookshot, according to my knowledge, in the very next room, which we're going to do. Hey. We all good? Anyway, go ahead and use your Master Sword and hit that switch through the gate. That will allow us to go into this very room. Alright. And I should equip bombs as well, so forgive me for not doing the bombs next, but there will be a sun phase in here that I have to actually shine up against, because there will be a chest in here that's kind of missable if you don't happen to get it, but I'm going to crack it on open. Bombs. Yep. Pretty awesome. Hey, little skulls. How's it going? Alright, what are the names of these guys, actually? White bubble. Aim for it when it stops. They're really not harming me at all, but hey, go ahead and bomb that wall on open. Right over here, since it has like the bulge in it, just make sure you bomb it on open. Okay? Go ahead and shine the shiny all the way across the room. Okay? Link, you're gonna do it again? You're gonna do it again? There we go. Easy peasy enough. And since this one is capturing the light as well, Lizalfos, leave me alone. I don't really care for you at this point, Lizalfos. You're not helping me at all. Leave me and my Zelda like privileges alone. You're not helping me at all. Alright. With that shine all lined up, I really can't say anything in this episode because my words are stumbling all over the place, but we're not gonna... Yeah, I predicted. I used my IQ skills. And I used my shield, anyway. Go ahead and go into this very room, and there will be a chest. And here. The big chest, that is. Fire slug. Leave me alone. It ain't helping. Since we have the bow that I equipped earlier, we can just kind of go ahead and hit that eye switch behind that door. Okay? Leave me alone, fire slugs. You're not helping me at all. Go ahead and hookshot that thing on the ceiling. Go ahead and jump on across and hit that switch. That will unveil that chest for us. And let that fire go away. And this will be the big key. And we have the boss key. Now you can get inside the chamber where the boss lurks. Okay? Awesome sauce. And the rest of these doors in here are just kind of gags that you can just kind of fall for. But hey, I ain't falling for it. Not one bit. Let's actually check off on the dungeon map here. Yep, that looks like a pretty good and clean spirit temple. We have one more room to go and search for right after we complete this room. Okay. Hey, Potts, how's it going? You ain't gonna try to hit me in this episode. It ain't gonna happen, because I'm not gonna let it happen. Yeah, anyway, go ahead and shine that sun on the wall, and we'll be good to go. Make our way down to the very final area of the dungeon. Not yet exactly, because we have one more room to explore, but make sure you have your hookshot equipped, and jump down here if you haven't already. We're gonna go ahead and equip the Megaton Hammer. And push these blocks across the room. Alright. Pushy push, and just vibe to the music. Alright, with all that said and done, go ahead and smash the switch on over here. And this will be kind of a quick access point to the dungeon. Link. Yeah, if you ever walked in the main room, in the very beginning of the dungeon, and ride this all the way up, it leads you to the very, very epicenter of the dungeon. You would just walk on the way through here, and there you go. It's not required, but hey, it's a room that we didn't explore yet. Until I just did now, but go ahead and... Believe it or not, we can actually hookshot chains in this dungeon, so that's pretty cool. Go ahead and reflect on the face of the Gerudo statue, and melt that down. Alright, hookshot, and we are good to go. Ho ho ho, looks like someone is here, Kome. Hee hee hee, looks like it, Kotake. What an outrageous fellow he is to intrude so boldly into our temple, ho ho ho. We should teach this outrageous fellow a lesson, hee hee hee. Oh, loyal minion. Destroy this intruder on our behalf. Another Dark Nut. But hey, if you actually go ahead and equip the Big Iron Sword here, it will be another effortless fight. Another effortless fight, and it'll be kind of alright. Keep slicing away, and you're going to be good to go. Where am I? Well, well, looks like she's back to normal, Kome. She's just a little girl, but she commands a lot of respect among the Gerudo Kotake. Maybe we should make her work for the great Ganondorf for a little while longer. Ho ho ho. Then we should brainwash her again. Hehe. Okay, and sadly we will not be using the big iron sword for this next boss fight, okay? And, yeah, but we do need the mirror shield for a good start, though. Approaching in the door, and it's battle time. Whoops. Link, you're not just gonna climb things in this episode. It's... golly. Look at that stupid kid. He came on his own to offer himself as a sacrifice to the great Ganondorf. With my flame, I will burn him to the bone. With my frost, I will freeze him to his soul. Sorceress Sisters Twinrova. It is going to be a little bit of a finicky little fight here in the first phase, but if you actually go ahead and hop onto one of these pillars, getting your perspective for them will be a lot easier, in my honest perspective and opinion. But hey, just kind of go ahead and stand here, and kind of hope for one of them to kind of jump in front of your shield. That didn't really work, but hey, it was worth a shot though. Try it again. Oh, hello. You definitely overshot me with that thing. Are you serious? Oh man. Make sure you do it again. But yeah, you just get the basic idea. It's just the way it is. Let's go ahead and get another perspective here. Just keep using the magic up against the other one and you'll be just fine. And you'll be on your way to go. Okay, let's get serious now, Kotake. Okay, Kome. Kotake and Kome's double dynamite attack. The boss is sexy. Anyway, not gonna say that again. But actually, it's gonna be a lot easier out from here on out, so make sure you combine 3 of the same element in the mirror shield, okay? Now that'll be a fire, we do not want to combine ice into it, okay? Make sure you're good. And if you happen to attack her with one of the magic elements, use the big iron sword on her. It'll be a lot more worth it, trust me. Alright, let's go ahead and equip that big iron sword and slice the hell out of her. Alright, back to the Master Sword we go, and we're going to destroy her once and for all. This is looking pretty good. We didn't get any missed combinations or anything, so we're looking pretty good. she's done. Shoot, what a fresh kid. This time, we'll get serious, right, Kotake? What? Hey, what is that above your head? This cutscene is hilarious. Take a listen. I'll come back to haunt you. Haha. Alright, and with that, the Spirit Temple is over. Where's our heart container? And let's pick up the final heart ever in the game. And there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and leave and get our medallion. The 6th and final one. Kid, let me thank you. Haha. Look what the little kid has become in the past 7 years. A competent swordsman. By the way, I really messed up. I was brainwashed by those old witches and used by Ganondorf to do his evil will. But isn't it funny that a person like me could turn out to be the Sage of Spirit? And now I'm going to fight them as one of the 6 sages. Haha. I'm going to pay them back for what they did to me. Kid. No. LSP, the hero of time. Instead of keeping the promise I made back then, I give you this medallion. Take it. You've received the Spirit Medallion. Nabooru awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. If only I knew you would become such a handsome man. I should have kept the promise that I made back then. LSP, the hero. Finally, all of us, the 6 sages, have been awakened. The time for the final showdown with the King of Evil has come. Before that, though, you should meet the one who is waiting for you. The one who is waiting for you at the Temple of Time. Okay, we are done with the Spirit Temple, and we've obtained all 6 medallions of the 6 sages. We're going to be ending it off right here. So, let's go ahead and double check our Skulltula account. We should have 2 more to go. We should have 98 at this point. Yep, we have 2 more to get, and we're going to be getting them in the next episode, okay? With that, stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, or anything else, and peace out, everyone.